Hello everyone and welcome to Day Job. I am your host Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be working on post-rotation smoke. Obviously that's something I have a fair bit of interest in. So I've made a deck. You can see it in the show notes. Let's take a look and try to get ourselves an opponent and see how we do. Alright. We had a little bit of a technical issue with the tournament live stream, so we were forced onto Switch. Good morning, Kyle. I ended up winning our game night kit over the weekend with Los and Gagarin. So that's exciting. Weed Marvelous? Oh, because of the drug reference. So I don't have any SAC-cons in this deck. And I took out the employee strikes. So this is going to be a problematic matchup. Now, the low stack worked pretty well, but it seems like almost overnight everybody is on Gagarin, so I'm now testing runner ideas that give me more game against asset spam. So either they've got 2 Hunter Seekers, or we saw the same Hunter Seeker twice. We need to get our film critic. We might have to let them have a couple. Just because until we have film critic, whatever breaker we put down to get in there is just going to get removed from the game. Ooh, Atlas. Double counter. Also, if I can get Levy in my hand, we can run a little bit more easily. Take a look at the list. I've been struggling with this list. I feel like I need the scrubbers because I can't find the MU for I mean, I guess let's at least check to see what's there. Morning, Kelp. So, I don't know how to get employee strikes into this deck without ruining the econ. And now we're struggling to find a film critic before we lose the game. Because I know we have... There you are. Bye could potentially be a really good option. That's a good one, Mike. Thank you for that suggestion. It's just a little expensive to put down. Index. I need room for employee strike, I think. But I need 3 Temujins. Especially without... See, that's very bad. So we need to go ham. Let's check archives. Check HQ. We lose. Yep. Good game. Alright. Now, do we just treat Scorpios as a fringe matchup? Or do we actually build the tech against it? That's always the question. I mean, I guess we were fine on money. I would like some number of employee strikes, but I just don't have the slots. Like, I feel like I need scrubbers. And I don't have an option besides paperclip anymore, if I want to maintain my general theme of ice breaking efficiency. Because Blacklist is, or not Blacklist, Blackstone is a pile of garbage. Or do I just try to get like a sack con or two into the deck? I already feel like I don't have enough Felt Critic. I have Levy and Same Old Thing because IG is a thing. And it's going to continue to be a thing. I guess what I could do is I could probably afford to cut a single Dirty Laundry for a single sack con. Let's test that. Lieutenant Dan live stream. Cerebral imaging. I will keep this. Double diesel in the opening is pretty good. All right, so let's get a free access on R&D. Let's get another free access on R&D. Old Hollywood grid. Interesting. And then let's pitch paperclip. Brian Stinson. It's the Sandberg lockout deck. Morning, Pink Warrior. Architect, Fairchild 3. Alright. We need a counter current in this deck, so we're probably gonna need to go back to square. But yeah, take a look at the list. I would... Oh, did I not post the frickin' list? I didn't post the list. Alright. Here's the list. I'll put it in the show notes as well. I would really like some feedback. Well, we need an SMC. We are not going to need that, most likely, and we're not going to need that, most likely. We also have 3 netmarkers in this deck, and we have yet to see one. Look, I really want people to, if they can, to look at my econ package, because I feel like I'm stuck in a mental rut. Right? And I want to see if there's another way I can build my econ. You know what I mean? Yeah, this deck actually was at King of Subways this past year, the where we had the unique ban list. And because Cypher was not on there and a couple other cards, somebody built this style of Sandberg Rush, because in the early game your inexpensive next ice won't be easily destroyed. So then they survive to the late game to be buffed up by Sandberg, and now that's true again, now that Parasite's gone. I mean, obviously people can still run Cutlery, but it's less frequent. This is gonna hurt real bad, but we gotta get it down. And then let's run R&D and see if we can force some ice reses and burn up some cash. Next bronze, next gold. What do we think? Oh, I hope it's next gold. There's the next gold. So we know it's floating about. And then let's get that down. Okay, so we need a lot of money. Well, that kind of stinks. Oh, we need to clear this current. But we need Netmarker before I start burning through all these stealth credits to get into HQ. Where are you? Wow. So this self-modifying code is blank now. Because we have all of our junk. We're seriously just waiting on Netmercur, which is a 3 of in this deck, unless I'm an idiot and I forgot to like copy and paste it over. Nope, it's in there. That's probably another Sandberg. We're probably locked out or pretty close to it. All right. So there's the Sandberg. That's the next gold. So let's get in there. So there's 3 of them rezzed. So that's 3. And 3. And we'll trash it and eat the Helium beta test, which is what's going to come next. We're in trouble. I don't know. Maybe Smoke's not the right choice for right now. I struggle with her lately, and I don't know if it's just because I'm too set in my ways. Oh no, there's the Stinson. So now if that Sandberg ever re-hits the table, we're completely locked out. Okay, doke. Let's index. Alright, so I don't think we've got enough to get back in. Because we need 3 here. Oh no, we should be able to do it. I mean, we're dead. Like, DED dead. But we gave it the old college try. And then for shits and grins, let's run archives. I mean, I really think the criminal faction is probably in the best position right now. We're dead. There's a booming coming. But we tried real hard. I don't know, Kelphasil. You're my other smoke player that's watching right now. How do we build a smoke when corps are so varied? Stealth really needs a better fractor. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go into HQ. That's what do you play as your fractor, Calphasil? So, what number of Temujins are you on, or do you have them at all? Because that's where the lion's share of my influence is going. Oh, you have Ankusa as your fractor. How is that? All right, we'll do it. Let's do it. You have Atman, I assume. No employee strikes. You've got to have employee strikes somewhere. Like we require those. I'm considering going back to Dagger. I don't know what people think about that. Oh, see, you have Clot. I gave up on Clot and trying to make Clot work. Because I just feel like it doesn't work. It doesn't do... I mean, I think Deuces is a good play. We're at 42 cards, which is somewhat lackluster. Looks like you're at 41. You don't have any blue myth. But I guess since you're levying, that kind of makes sense. I feel like daily casts are too slow. Let's get rid of Ghost Runner. I'm glad you're on 3 networker. Whenever I see, especially newer people who are on who are on why doesn't anyone besides me like equivocation in smoke? Why am I the only person who likes equivocation in smoke? Alright, I mean, I think that looks good. Let's do that. If we're running to employee strike, we probably only need one SACCON. Or no, we probably still need two. Well, you know, I don't want us to get scarcitied. That's my concern, right? My concern here is that we're gonna get scarcitied, because that's a pretty bad card for this deck. See, if we get the Clod in, then we've got an MU issue for equivocation. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I want Scrubber, though. I feel like if we get stuck in a long game, we want to be able to fight it out and be able to contest some assets, right? We don't want to just say, well, I guess we're just not doing it. There's the Scorpios. Oh my lord. I mean, I'll keep this. We've got Film Critic and Scarcity in our opening hand. Keep. Let's draw. Let's do that. Let's draw. Let's do that. Let's not tip our hands too much yet. Hostile. Yep. Bad Pub's really good for shapers, kids. Alright, let's draw. It's Diesel. Let's put down Astrolabe. Let's sure gamble. Then we gotta end the turn. Realistically, Scrubber is probably going to be our least used card this game. Okay, so let's always draw the 2 cards first. Alright. Let's gain 3. Let's put down 1 Film Critic. We'll hold the other one in case it gets blown up. Let's go into Archives with Dirty Laundry. And then we'll just get a buck. If you have a duplicate of like a key resource, just because you never know what things are going to be coming up, you never like install both Film Critics. Right? Because then if they have, by some weird happenstance, some sort of multiple clearing effect, or they have, you know, something like that, you don't want to lose both. You want them to clear one, kill one, and then think that they're safe, and like put an agenda down, and then you put the new film critic down, right? Okay, so we've got draw. What we need are SMCs. I mean, that's fair. Alright, so let's put that down just to get it on the table. Let's get the SACCON down. I just want an SMC. That's all I want. Next turn, we're going to deuces, and we're going to try to find an SMC and start pressuring HQ. I'm trusting you, Kelpsil, that this Ankusa will actually work, because it looks like a huge pile of fucking garbage. Okay, so SACCON got best defensed. I've never played it before, so I'm playing slightly slower than probably you would. I think next turn we Temujin and money up if they decide that they don't want to rush, because now we're threatening that remote with that SMC. And again, we're almost halfway through our deck and we still have yet to see a single Netmarker. There's a Hunter Seeker in the bin, which means there's probably one in hand as well. I like indexing. Core price is really cheap and expensive to break right now. That's why I have the equivocations as a backup if I'm not able to get in multiple times a turn effectively. Okay, so we got to get moving. So let's go plowing into HQ, because there's an agenda in there by this point. It's a barrier, I'm guessing. So it's worth noting that this SMC also threatens Clot Lock, which is very good for us. So let's run Archives. Let's put down Equivocation and see if we can burn through some of their money. So there's Wormhole, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, you can draw that Breach Dome. Let's go HQ. See if we can get an Ice Res and then pop out. There it is. Then we jack out, because I don't want to hit that Breach Dome. Look at all those barriers they're not rezzing. Let's get that clot threat back on the table. Breach domes are likely in the bin now. All right, let's hit HQ. Continue on with our lives. Ooh, Hollywood renovation. No. There we go. Underway renovation. Adorable. Okay, so start turn. Add that to score area. And run and go get that, because that can't hang out. There's the Mausolus, which we can pretty efficiently break as stealth. That's successful run. Then let's go ahead and add that to our score area. Losing that Temujin feels pretty bad, though. Yes, yes, I know my opponent has not rezzed a single barrier, Kelphasil. Thank you. The big value in our deck right now is Beth. Now we are at 3 on Netmerkur. We can just use it for draws until money starts getting weird. Our opponent has a lot of money. I don't know if they would necessarily be on some sort of hatchet job build. But it's something to keep on top of. Yeah, that's my biggest concern right now, is that they could be on that. So match the strength of Ice Wall, break a barrier, add a barrier to HQ. No, I will not force you to draw a global food initiative. We will host an agenda being accessed. We will add hosted agenda. I'm trying to do the math on our stealth bucks. I think I have to wait on the indexing. But we can probably go in one. I don't know if we can get in twice. Because we'd have to... No, we can get in twice. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to end the game. So we're going to spend one, gain one. But we're going to use both of them. We're going to match the strength of wormhole and break. No, I can get in twice. I just can't use it for draws. Reveal the top card of R&D. No, we will not force you to draw. Underweight he... Then we'll run R&D. We'll spend one, gain one, spend it. Match the strength of wormhole, break it. No, and we'll steal GFI and win the game. Good game. Nice. Alright. I see the power here, but we do have to do more testing. One game where people did not res barriers is not proof of concept. It's evidence of concept, but it's not proof of concept. I mean, this was a lot faster than the way I normally play, because I usually run very draw light. The Jinteki matchup. Oh, because of the Kagugos. Oh, so this happens before I pass. Yeah, because I can... Now, it costs 14 credits to break Chiashi one time. $14 credits to break Chiashi is pretty brutal. Yeah, that's still not a great exchange. A wish? Sure, but my money isn't necessarily permanent money, is my only concern. I'm really concerned about the lack of a countercurrent, but that can be dealt with. I do not have time to play another one. I have to leave in about 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I might cut the rogue dirty laundry, just to get I completely lost my train of thought. What is that card? Blackstone into the deck as a one of, just as a backup. I agree with you that the vast majority of corps are using small taxing barriers, which I think raises the stock of this. But I feel like I might need a backup for the Ag Infusion matchup. Yeah, something like that. I really wish, I remember when Temujin wasn't on the MWL and Dagger was Switchblade. Those were good times. Those were good times. Paying freaking 1 stealth credit for tour guide. It was incredible. It was everything that I thought it could be. Which, if Gagarin becomes more popular, that might be another thing that I have to consider, is I might be forced to feed the fit Switchblade back into the deck. There's going to be a lot of meta calls and adjustments to this deck as we get closer to Worlds. I think Smoke is probably going to be who I play at Worlds. I'll probably be on Team Green, Smoke, and Wayland for Worlds. Assuming I get tickets. I find out in 2 days if I have a Worlds ticket. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, everybody, I got to get running to work. It's always bad traffic on a Monday. As always, thank you for taking time out of your morning to come hang out with me and watch me play Netrunner. If you like what I'm doing, please consider supporting the channel. There's links in the show notes below for giving a one-time tip or becoming a patron. And until I see you all again, always be running.